All right, good morning, traders. Today is July 22nd, 2024. Thank you for being here. My SPY pivot this morning is 550.60. Above it, I'm above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. Above it, I'll be looking for green candles erasing red candles as entries. Below it, I look for red candles erasing green candles as entries. SPY and QQQ made lower lows and lower highs, closing below the bearish traps, below the 17 EMAs. SPY closed with a 2-hour downtrend and a 10-minute downtrend. FNGU still in the flaky downtrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow made a lower low and a lower high, closing below the bullish trap, but over the 17 EMA. IWM made a lower low and a lower high, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Gold and silver both in uptrends. Gold made a lower high and a lower low, closing under the bullish trap over the 17 EMA, while silver made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. UNG still in a downtrend, made a higher low and a higher high, closing inside a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. USO in a downtrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. US dollar index in a downtrend has closed near, pretty sure 104. We'll have to take a look at that. I don't think that's right. 104.29. Anyways, let's go take a look at some charts. And before we get started, let me crank up a few things here. All right, I want that one. I want my economic numbers. That's that one. One more. I want my NASDAQ earnings because we got some big ones coming in tomorrow. And I want some Max Payne. And what else do I want? I want some dollar index. See where that dollar index is. 104.30. Yeah, roughly about the same spot. Okay. Continue to the site. All right. All right, here's SPY. Okay, let's take a look at it on the daily chart first. You got a lower high and a lower low. Closing below a bearish trap. The yellow line now crossed under the white line. So that's a bearish trap. Okay, so price closing down here under a bearish trap. Underneath, see the dots? That's the 17 EMA. Underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, not in a downtrend till it breaks these lows right here. All right, so still got some more room to fall. So there's SPY. Let's take a look at the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart, you can see is already in a downtrend, making a lower high and a lower low. So there's SPY in a downtrend on the 2-hour chart. 10-minute. Okay, so we closed yesterday with a 2-hour downtrend. 10-minute, we got a 10-minute downtrend. But look at this. We put in a triple bottom here. See that triple bottom? 1, 2, 3. And now we're getting a pop this morning. Hey, good morning, Joe. Good morning, Marley. So that's why we're getting a pop this morning, because we put in this triple bottom right through here. And notice it's at the end of, well, a 3-day pullback. So there you go. Pretty much almost predictable. All right, so there's 10-minute downtrend, 2-hour downtrend. 3-candle pullback, and then at the bottom, I showed you on the 10-minute, we got a triple bottom, 1, 2, 3. They failed to get any lower. So guess what happens? Going back to an anchored VWAP right here. So here's a anchored VWAP. So let's put an anchored VWAP on. Well, first candle of the 19th. I think it's. Let's see which one we got here. Is that the 19th? 18th. 19th. 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 There's the 19th. Okay, so put it on the first candle right there. Notice, all right, we are up over the 2-day anchored VWAP. All right, so planted on the first candle of the 19th. We're up over it, looking for green erases red scenarios as entries. All right, so there's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ on the daily chart, okay, pulling back. Kind of making a lower high here. Haven't quite made the lower low. Coming close, but no cigar yet. It's awfully close. Anyways, QQQ still in an uptrend. All right, QQQ, lower high, lower low, closing under, bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend. As soon as it breaks this low, it's in a downtrend. It may happen maybe later this week. I don't know. There's QQQ. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU in a downtrend, making a lower low, making a low and then making a lower low. So there's FNGU in a downtrend. Yesterday's price action, pretty much the same as QQQ. Lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow in an uptrend still. Okay, lower high, lower low, closing under the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend. IWM. IWM, lower high, lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. IWM still in an uptrend. SPY still in an uptrend. QQQ still in an uptrend. FNGU not. All right, let's take a look at our technicals. T2122. All day, we spent the whole day camped out inside the seller's chop zone down here. But we did not break this low right here. So that's a good sign for more bullish momentum to the upside. T2123. All day, red, just selling from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. But what do you expect after 4 or 5 days straight up? And now we consolidate. So they need a rest. Probably a week or two rest after what they completed right there. So there's T2123. 15-minute, here's T2123. 3-bar chart, okay, green all day. Total opposite of the 15-minute. Okay, red all day, green all day here on 3-bar chart. Again, consolidating up over these 200 SMAs on both charts, the 15 and the 3-bar. Let's take a look at FNGU. All right, FNGU, yesterday's price action. Spent the day underneath VWAP here and underneath the 200 SMA. Got to get on top of that 200 SMA, and we might, it's possible they get pushed down just like T2123 did back on this time. Took 2 months of 200 just dropping in, pushing price down. So it may happen on FNGU too. I don't know if it happens that long. We got some big cap earnings coming up, so we'll see if we can break this this little short-term trend they got going on right now. So that's FNGU on the 15-minute. That's our FNGU indicator. Let's go take a look at some sectors. A few sectors, okay. Start out with energy sector. Start off with USO. Okay, so here's USO in a downtrend. Why? Because it makes lower highs and lower lows. You got a low here. Now you got a lower low. We're in a downtrend for USO. USO yesterday's price action. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. There's USO. UNG still in a downtrend. Okay, UNG still in a downtrend, breaking this low, puts it in a lower low. Not to mention making new all-time lows about 4 days ago. Friday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing just inside that bearish trap, but underneath the 17 EMA. There's UNGs. Take a look at precious metals. Take a look at silver and gold. Start off with silver. Silver price action for Friday. You can see right there. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Silver breaks this low, and it's now in a downtrend again. We're in an uptrend. They break this low, and they're going to be in a downtrend right there. They're coming dangerously close to that. All right, so underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Gold, let's take a peek at gold. Gold, price action, lower high, lower low, closing underneath. Bullish trap or bearish cross, either one, but above the 17 EMA. Gold and silver both still in uptrends. Gold breaks this low here, it's in a downtrend. That's gold. All right, let's take a look at a few sectors. SMH. SMH breaking the low here in a downtrend. So SMH yesterday, you can see lower high, lower low, closing underneath this M pattern right there. So that's SMH. XLK probably looking the same way. XLK makes a lower low, now in a downtrend. XLK, you can see underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Now XLF, different story. XLF in a nice uptrend, okay? XLF got a lower high, lower low, closing under the bullish trap, but above the 17 EMA, and right on top of this minor support. XLF in an uptrend. IYT also in an uptrend, all right? Because why? Because we broke these tops right there. So IYT yesterday's price action. Friday's price action. Lower high, lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. There's IYT. That's our transportation sector. All right, let's take a look at let's take a look at the economic data coming in this morning. All right, so this morning we got a really light morning. Chicago Fed National Activity Index. It's not even starred or highlighted, so nothing going on there. For Monday, on Tuesday, what do we got? Existing home sales at 10 o'clock. That's the only thing starred there. Okay, so relatively light day Monday and Tuesday. Big earnings coming Tuesday night. MBA mortgage applications on Wednesday. PMI composite flash 9:45 on Wednesday. New home sales 10 o'clock. Existing home sales 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Wednesday is going to have new home sales at 10 o'clock. Petroleum report at 10:30, and that's pretty much a light day there. There's 3 days of pretty much non-existent economic data other than the housing market right there. You got existing home sales and new home sales. That's about it right there, okay? I'm looking for retail, all right? All right, here's the main event this week is GDP. That's on Thursday at 8:30 before the market opens up. Durable goods also at 8:30 on Thursday. International trading goods at 8:30. Jobless claims at 8:30. Retail inventories at 8:30. Wholesale inventories at 8:30. And a gas report at 10:30 as always on Thursday. You always get a petroleum report on Wednesday and then a gas report on Thursday unless there's some kind of holiday which kind of moves stuff around. Other than that, I'm not going to do anything about, I'm not even going to mention Friday. This is the main event this week is GDP. And speaking of main events, let's go to earnings. Earnings for today, Monday. SAP is going to report after the close, $230 billion. Verizon, $177 billion. They're reporting before the market opens. Let's go take a peek just to see what's going on. And they're down. That's not going to help technology. All right. Thought maybe we could get some Good news. All right, so HDFC Bank United, 151 billion. All right, they're still looking for the P&L. Renair, 132 billion. They're going to report alongside Verizon this morning. Cadence Design Systems, 75 billion, and they're going to report after the close with SAP. Now, we got a big cap going to report on Tuesday. Okay, so we got Alphabet, otherwise known as Google. All right, that's about, let me just look at this. Okay, this is $4.5 trillion of market cap. Going to report tomorrow night. Now, plus, wait, just in Google. Now we got Tesla, another $750 billion. Is also going to report tomorrow night. And we got Visa, $500 billion roughly, also going to report tomorrow night. In the morning, we got 280 billion. Coca-Cola and Texas Instruments also going to report tomorrow night. So a whole lot of market cap reporting Tuesday after the close. It's going to be volatile, all right? Chances are options or short-dated options are going to be, let me just say this, they're probably going to be priced like with a whole bunch of implied volatility, with probably $1 over what they're normally priced on those short-dated options. So watch that. So be careful buying options going into the close tomorrow night. All right, let's take a look at Wednesday and the rest of the week. All right, Thermo Fisher Scientific, 203 billion. That's Wednesday morning. Fomento Economico, 189 billion. They're going to report tomorrow morning. 170 billion. IBM, 151 billion. ServiceNow, 147 billion. NextEra Energy. AT&T, 137 billion. Boston Scientific, 111 billion. Clack, 105 billion. You can see a whole lot of market cap there. Probably adds up to be about $1 trillion. They're going to report Wednesday, scattered between the morning and the evening. Thursday, remember we got GDP coming out in the morning. AbbVie Scientific, I think they're going to report. AstraZeneca, a couple of drug people. Lloyd's Banking, 191 billion. Total Energies, 165 billion. Union Pacific, they run the railroads, 148 billion. Unilever, they make, well, how do I say it? I guess incidentals and stuff. Honeywell, they're with electronics, and RTX, I think they're with defense. So a whole lot of market cap reporting, wow, Thursday morning right alongside of GDP. All right, looks like another trillion going to report, over $1 trillion going to report alongside GDP Thursday morning. Friday, let's see what else we got. Bristol Myers, I think that's Icon. I think that's Carl Icon's business. ICI Bank United, that's $102 billion there. Bristol Myers Squibb, $85 billion. Relatively light day. You know, again, some familiar names. Aventor, SIA, they move products. You know, Franklin Resources. Some familiar names, but none of the big caps. 3M, all right, another familiar name. All right, let's take a look at Monday. Monday, McDonald's is going to report 187 billion, and that's pretty much the highlight. So the main event's coming Tuesday night. There's a lot of market cap, and then of course Thursday. Okay, so Tuesday night, Thursday morning. So we'll see what happens. We could see SPY all the way back up at the highs again, depending on how Google reports. That could set the stage for some of the other big caps. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's take a look at Max Payne for today. 552. 3/4 of a put for each call. 552. I think we're really close to 552 now. Let's just take a look at SPY in the pre-market. Yeah, we're at 552. So max pain is going to become irrelevant because we're already there. All right, so let's go back to this. Got the max pain, and we did the dollar. Let's take a look at the dollar. So here's the dollar doing a bull 180 here a couple days ago. Then we closed, so it hasn't really moved since we closed on Friday. It's roughly still in the same spot, 104.30 area. So dollar, I'll take it. You know, the fact that the dollar is down here and consolidating down here, at least it's not ripping all the way back up to the highs. I would like it to drop lower, but it's bear flagging. That's a good sign. I just don't care for the bull 180 right here. That's it. Because a weaker dollar helps inspire the market to go higher. So we'll see what happens there. All right, I'm going to take questions in the room. I want to thank everybody out there in digital land. All right, and I'm talking about YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anybody out there. Okay, so thank you for your subscription. Thank you for the kind comments. All right, I'll answer some questions in the room, and if not, I'll render my video. All right, and I will see the rest of you out there in digital land about 4:15. We'll have another video ready for you.